Okay, guys, I told you yesterday in the last couple videos I uploaded on this channel that I was not able to get the Rise of Skywalker tickets. Rise of Skywalker. My plan was to go see Dark Waters because it was $5, of course. Then I go there and I buy my ticket and I sit in the theater, buy my tickets to Star Wars because I'm already there. Buy tickets then and then go to the movie. Did not work out because they were all sold out. They had like 5 showings of the movie and a 3D showing of the movie, and all of them were sold out, and some of them were like ridiculous times. It was like 7:30 past then, and it was all sold out that entire night. So it's like, which I thought was weird because when me and Parker bought tickets to Endgame, we literally bought the tickets like 2 days before we went to the darn movie. I think it was like Tuesday of the Thursday night showing. In fact, I saw it before everyone in my school had seen the movie. And I cared far less than them about seeing the movie. So it's kind of funny. And they were all like, "Don't spoil the movie!" I was like, "Jeez Louise, I'm not going to." And I didn't end up spoiling the movie. So, you're welcome, buddy. I did spoil Force Awakens, though. Because when I went in there, I would go and say, hey, that new Avengers, I think Han Solo's gonna die or something stupid. And then they'd be like, why'd you just spoil it? And then they'd have to take a double take and go, oh. In fact, some kid flipped out at Parker School because he said that Batman died in the movie. And he flipped out at him. So that was funny. But the point is I got my tickets. I'm going to Edwards at 6 o'clock. That's one of my local theaters. That's a Regal theater. Let's see. Out of all the theaters I got, there's a Fox theater, of course. We have one of those. Which I don't go to that one. I've never actually been to that one. I probably should go to that one because I've been to every other theater here in town. There's the one at the mall. I forgot what that one's called. There's the AMC theater. And then there's a Maya theater. And then there's a Studio Movie Grill. So I usually go to the Maya the most because I tend to go with my grandparents because they usually are like, hey, we're going to a movie. You want to go with us? And I'll go with them and we'll go check it out. And the reason we go to that one is because that one has better seating for my grandpa. He has a bad back, so he sits there at that theater. And then we have the Maya. So that's the Maya. And then the AMC we don't go to that much because it's like on the other side of town. It's next to like a Five Below, which I mentioned in that video. I don't go that often. Oh, by the way, there's my... I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom in there. Zoom in. But you can kind of see it. Oh, Obi-Wan, don't fall over. Okay, thank you. He's holding up the camera currently, and I'm trying not to zoom in. But that's my Star Wars stocking that I showed off in the other video. It's hung up on the wall. I like that there. It's Christmassy and it's nice. Maybe I should get some more holiday-themed figures that I can kind of just put like in a box somewhere and pull them out. Like, they have holiday Marvel Funko Pops. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe next year. I have a holiday Kermit the Frog over there, but he doesn't stand, and I probably need to slide him into my display case over here. Put these Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon back up. I haven't put them back up since the Empire Strikes Back review, because I had to mention some things related to these characters. And I didn't even use them in the Phantom Menace video, because I recorded in different locations. So that was kind of lame. But, what can you do? So, I'm a big Star Wars fan, so I'm very excited to see this new movie. But, what was I saying about the other theaters, right? So there's the AMC, which we don't go to that often. The mall one is over by the mall, so it's a similar situation. It's a little bit farther drive. It's a nice theater. I've actually been there. I think I saw like one movie there, and that was about it. I saw Dragon Ball Z Broly. I think it was only playing at that theater here in town, so... when we went to go see that. And I freaking love that movie as a Dragon Ball fan. In fact, I bought the cool Walmart. Let's see if I can go. Yeah, there it is. Let me go grab it. This is the cool, like, Walmart exclusive slipcover of the movie. I bought this because I had, like, on my birthday, I had birthday money, and I saw this there for 20 bucks. And I bought it. And I'm glad I did, because, you know, maybe I could have waited till Black Friday, because it was pretty cheap on Black Friday, but I was not going to Walmart, and that's the store that had it, but I'm okay with paying 20 bucks. This movie was great. I love this movie, and so that was a lot of fun seeing that there. And it's one of the first times I actually saw something Dragon Ball related in a theater, because I actually just recently got into Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, because, to be honest, there was just so much that it just took me a while to watch it and get through it all. Once I got after Dragon Ball, which I'm okay, I like Dragon Ball, but Dragon Ball Z is really where it's at, so, you know. And the other theater, you know, my local theater was just the one, you know, is just Edwards, which we go to that one occasionally. The reason I go to Edwards is always when there's like a movie like Jojo Rabbit, which is not playing at any of the other theaters, and we just go, and I'm like, well, I really want to see this movie. This is the only way to see this movie, so I gotta go here. I might go check out Playmobil this weekend, because it's like $5, I think. So, just like normal ticket admission, like not on a normal day, it's been $5 for Playmobil. So, if you want to see that movie that I've heard is pretty bad, it did pretty bad at the box office. It's like, you know, I'm just saying, it's pretty cool that is a good deal. So, I don't know. I might go see it. I don't think I will, honestly. I don't. See, that's one of those movies, like, I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know if I could sit through it. So weird and bizarre. I just don't know. I can't even sit through some of those trailers for that movie. I don't know if I could sit through it. But, you know, the other theater I go to the most is Movie Grill. Movie Grill is just convenient, number one. Like, I could drive maybe 15 minutes. Take me, like, if I wanted to walk, it'd be like an hour walk on foot or something like that from my house. Maybe 45 minutes. I might be exaggerating a little bit. You know, it's not that far to... I don't walk, of course, I roll, but, you know... it's not that far of a ride, I guess, to get there, or roll, or whatever, to get there, so. And it's, you know, what I don't like about that theater is, all my other theaters, there's a row at the end of the stairs, like right in front of the stairs, this area where you've got these empty spaces, so you can park like a wheelchair, handicap seat. So usually what I do is I get a handicap seat, and I sit in a chair, and then I park my wheelchair next to it, so I don't have to sit there in that. I always hate that, right? Edwards is kind of like the seats that, you know, it's the part is up here, and you gotta pull it down, and then you're in it, and it stays like that because you're sitting in it, but if you get up, it's gonna fly back. I don't know if that can explain it, whatever they call it. I'm just gonna call them the flip-up chairs, or whatever, or the flip-down chairs, I don't know. But, you know, those type of chairs are what's at the Edwards. And then at Maya, it's like that. Except they're recliner, nice chairs. And those ones, I love those. I constantly sit in those ones. They have, like, the best seating there. And they have the best sound system. It's like Dolby Atmos sound for the majority of movies there. So... I don't know. And then there's I can't recall the other theaters that well. I know the mall one's pretty weird. I think AMC's built about the same. It just smells a lot more because they have less money to clean up that theater, honestly. It's not a very well-performing theater. In fact, it used to be a dollar theater, and then that theater turned into an AMC. Which on one hand, I understand that. It is, but it was weird. I wish it was still a dollar movie, because there's a lot of movies that I honestly did not want to see all that much. Or I wanted to see, but, you know, was kind of like, well, it's probably going to suck, but I still kind of want to see it. And we wait for the dollar theater, and we go do that. And, you know, because before then, it used to be you wait for Redbox or Blockbuster Video or something like that. But now you can't really do that because that's not around, and now both of those are not around. So it's pretty sad. So now what I usually do is I wait for Tuesdays, and Studio Movie Grill is the closest theater, $5 Tuesdays. So I usually am there about every Tuesday. And, but I don't like their handicap seating, because what it is it's a table like this, and then behind it there's 2 chairs. So I have to pull out this chair, this roller chair, slide my chair, and move the table. And I have to take that chair out every single time. And that pisses me off that they even have to do that. I mean, it's handicap seating, but it's not really handicap seating. What do you think? I'm gonna get? You think everyone who's handicapped is gonna come there with a walker? I mean, for crying out loud, that is ridiculous. You know, I'm more mobile, so I can switch between things. But for someone who isn't, that's really irritating and painful to do. And so I wouldn't ever take someone like that. Like, if I had, like, a friend like that, I wouldn't take him to that theater, honestly. It's terrible when it comes to the handicap seat. Overall, it's a nice theater. It's not the greatest sound. It's okay. Workers are really nice. I don't like that the hallways are all dark. And most theaters, let's be real, we all do this. We sneak in candy, okay? Candy is so freaking expensive. Studio Movie Grill's, like, right next to Dollar Tree, so I can buy a candy and walk in the theater. It's really easy for me to do, too, because I put it behind my chair and stand behind me. Or I put it under my wheelchair bed, and they never suspect a thing. Or I come in, have a whole bag of stuff that I bought at the Dollar Tree, so they can't really dig through it. And it'd also seem pretty weird because I'm handicapped, so, you know, there's perks to being handicapped, is all I'm saying. And it's funny. And so, but what I don't like is the other theaters, Maya, Edwards, AMC, whatever. That makes sense for them to be pushy about, you know, you bringing in candy. Because some of that candy is like, well, you could buy it right there, and you're not buying it because you brought this in. Well, or Movie Grill doesn't even serve candy. It's like, what? Why are you doing that? And it's always irritating when I do that. I always hate that. And I really hate it. I really hate it. And but so they were just going through people's bags. I've never had that happen to me. I've gone in with multiple bags. In fact, I was eating that candy like literally right in front of one of the workers. I don't know if he saw. I'm thinking he didn't, but it almost felt like he did see and he just didn't care because I was handicapped. I don't know. You know, but my local theaters are okay. I feel like I should start getting paid to go to the theaters, though, because I literally, this worker at Studio Movie Grill, she asked me, have you been here before? And I'm like, I am here like 5 days a week. And she's like, that's more than I come to work. Like, start paying me. I'm there. Like, I went through their list of movies yesterday, and there was literally only one movie I had not seen, which was Dark Waters. I had not seen that movie, and now I have. So I've literally seen every movie that they are playing, except for like maybe 1 or 2, but I've pretty much seen them all. This has been a project that I've wanted to do for a long time. I didn't feel like I could ever do it, and I've actually been doing it pretty good. You know, I have a review out every week, which is what I want to do. I love reviewing movies. It's incredibly fun to do. It's exciting, and it's always something interesting or new to do. I love movies, so, and I'm actually been experiencing a lot more movies in the past few years. I was seeing a lot less movies because people were always telling me I'm just too negative on movies. They felt like I hated the majority of movies, which frankly is not true. If you've seen my movie reviews, like 10 out of 10 of those reviews are positive. They're positive reviews. I have negative reviews for movies that just aren't good. And it's not my fault that a lot of the movies nowadays that happen not to be the greatest are some of the most popular movies. You know, Marvel movies aren't that great as everyone says they are. You know, a lot of the blockbusters like Predator, Rampage, stupid movies like that come out, you know. It's not my fault those movies suck. It's not my fault. I didn't want to go in and hate that movie. I can't understand that mentality that some people have against me and reviewing movies because, oh my gosh, you're so negative. I'm not negative, honestly. I give majority of things positive. And even my negative Star Wars reviews I've written so far, the things I've said about them are not necessarily negative reviews. They're actually pretty positive. There's not a single review that I've written for the Star Wars movies that are solely negative. Rogue One, I said positive things. Didn't like that movie. Said positive things. Phantom Menace, my favorite Star Wars movie. Not a good movie, but I said good things. You know, I'm even gonna write a review for The Last Jedi saying good things about the movie. So you can all shut the hell up with this Chandler hates movies. I have relatives that think that. I have family members that kind of think that. And it's kind of sad because really, it's the complete opposite. I've written reviews for multiple movies now. There's probably over 100 reviews on my YouTube channel now. And the majority of those reviews are pretty darn positive. They're pretty good, positive reviews. And when I talk about all the different movies now, majority of them are like, yeah, this movie sucks, but I like it or something. Or I even just talk about random movies I like or things like that. You know, I don't always review stuff, but, you know, I mention things in a positive light a lot. And I hate that people just sit there and do that to me. And it's really like, you guys don't even know me. The problem is that you are mad that I don't like what you like, which I would love to like what you like and think, man, this movie is a good movie like you do. I would love to say it's a good movie. I'd love to just praise the hell out of it, make, you know, write some good review for it, but it sucked. That's not my fault. That's not your fault either. You know, I don't understand that mentality that people have. I see more movies than a lot of people do too. That's one thing that most people forget about critics, is they see a lot more movies than most people do. And so they're going to notice things about certain movies that you don't notice. And they're going to praise things that you really don't understand because it's a profession that they understand better than you. Just like if I was a firefighter and, and you were like, man, I really want to be a firefighter. And you're just like, you're trying to get to that area, but you really don't understand that much because you aren't taking classes, you aren't being taught how to be a firefighter. You weren't taught, and you just kind of dropped into this job, you know. You wouldn't understand it very much. And that's the way I feel about movie critics, is that all these people know so much and they're being treated as if they don't. And, you know, there are a lot of bullcrap critics, especially nowadays. I agree with them, especially here on YouTube. But there are a lot of amazing critics here on YouTube too. There's some pretty bad ones. Rotten Tomatoes is a horrible website for critics reviews, and that's what majority of people see, and people hate that. There are people who hate that website. They love that website. It's just this whole thing here. My love for film is just not gonna ever die. It's not ever gonna be, man, I just hate movies just because I want to. I said in my Lion King 2019 review, I tried to like it. I tried to like that movie. I knew I was going to hate Frozen 2. I literally tried to not watch it because I was going to hate it. Same thing with Lion King. I was all going to do all that. But I want to talk about it for you guys and things like that. And it always comes back to this thing here where, honestly, I can't take a lot of people doing that to me, because it's like they don't understand. It's like you can't even explain to them that they don't understand, because they don't even listen to you, because they've already accepted that you're negative. I've also explained to people that filmmaking is an art form. It's not just here to entertain you. So if you sit here and like, oh, man, I love this movie because it was so entertaining and so much fun, I'm like, that's fine. That's a fair viewpoint. You know, you like this movie. People always act like when I say a movie's bad, it's like they feel like I'm hating on them and telling them not that they can't like it. It's like, no, it's never that way. It's never going to be that way. It's like, I don't care what you like. It's fine if you like it. But it doesn't always mean it's good. And when I say something's not good, that means I'm, from an objective perspective, this movie's not good. You know, it's not always, man, and I'm not going to say that up to someone's face. I'm only going to say, if someone asks me, hey, did you see that one movie? I'm like, yeah. What'd you think about? I'm like, oh, it sucked. Yeah, I'm going to say that because they asked me first, you know. Or if I start a conversation, I'm like, hey, did you see that new movie? And they'll be like, yeah, I did. I liked it. What'd you think? Or something like that. You know, I started the conversation, you know, but it still involves someone else bringing it up. I don't just go up to people and go, man, you know that one movie that you really love? I just hate it. And you are wrong for liking it. And how dare you? You're just the worst. Like, I don't do that to people. People act like I do. They're so legitimately wrong. I just hate that. The point of this video is, my life vlog is back on my channel. And number 2, I got the Star Wars tickets for Thursday. I'm going at 6 o'clock. I want you all to pray for me, guys. I want you all to pray for me. I'll be out around 9:30. And by the time I get home, I'm going to sit in this room. I'm going to be talking about Star Wars. I'm going to be an emotional wreck. I want you guys to coddle me. Me and my pathetic feelings, okay? I want you to hold me like, man, it's okay. It's okay, Chandler. I know. I want you to do that. Trust me. I want you to do it. I want you to do it. And let's all hope Rise of Skywalker is good. See, I'm telling you, I'm hoping it's good. So if I write a negative review and I get a million comments, or people I know tell me, why are you complaining about Star Wars again? It's like, I'm not just complaining for the sake of complaining. I wanted it to be good. I want it to be good. Please be good. Please be good.